Hello and welcome to a special presentation of Mission Swacchata Aur Paani, where we are shining a well-deserved spotlight on the unsung heroes of India, those who work tirelessly day and night, often in the shadows to keep our streets, our toilets and our country clean. Even as we travel the length and breadth of Bharat to recognize and appreciate the efforts of women sanitation workers who embody the spirit of dedication and service to the nation. Today, we are saluting the grit and determination of 6 such women at work. First up is the story of Sushila Sable, a trailblazing sanitation worker hailing from Mumbai. A rag picker in 1972, Sushila is now an advocate for dry and wet waste segregation. She is a Swachhta ambassador who also imparts knowledge about saving and investing money, inspiring women sanitation workers around her to lead a life of dignity. And her impactful journey has taken her to many international platforms, including Copenhagen, Beijing, Nairobi, Durban, and Rio. Let's take a look at her inspiring story.
Namaskar.
Hello, my name is Sushila Sable. In 1972, we came to Bombay because of the drought in Marathwada, and because of that, we were forced to move to Bombay. I was 10 years old back then, and times were very tough. And since we were young and needed a job, we decided to become garbage collectors. Even others who came to Bombay applied for the same job. There were lots of women who came earlier and were doing the same job. Most of these employees are women, so I worked as a garbage collector. My mother was also a garbage collector, and I would go along with her to collect garbage. There is a school called Maniklal School in Ghatkopar. So I would look inside from the window and see how children were studying and how the teacher was teaching them. And I felt really bad that I wasn't able to learn. Our financial condition wasn't good, which is why I couldn't get an education. I thought that we had to work in this filth because our condition was bad. We had to put our hands in the garbage thrown by so many people. I shared my experience there regarding my visit to Copenhagen in 2009. We visited Beijing in China in 2010, Durban, South Africa in 2011. In 2012, I visited Rio in Brazil.
My sister is not educated. Even without studying, she has done so much in life, and she has a lot of courage. We are all very proud of her.
Here we are always taught to take extra care of our female children, educate them as they grow and ensure they become independent and not to be bothered by what people say. So that's what I decided. Even if I am not educated, my daughter will definitely become strong and independent. The women that used to work on the dumping ground are around 60 years old now. They are just sitting at home. Their children don't care about them much, so they deserve pension. They deserve to live happily after all the work they did. And for this reason, my sister has been struggling for years and has taken all our concerns to higher authorities and has ensured our voices are heard.
If we collect 1000 kilograms of paper and send it for recycling, it saves 17 trees from being chopped down. So we are doing good work for the environment.
Let us now take you to the pilgrimage town situated on the banks of River Ganga, Rishikesh. Here resides Durgesh Devi, who is concerned about the health of children suffering from illness due to waste disposal in the river, led her to build toilets in the city. This strong-willed woman remains committed to her mission of making Rishikesh a cleaner place. Here's her story.
My name is Durgesh Devi. I am from Uttarakhand, Rishikesh, living in Sarwara Nagar near Kalika Dhal river. I moved to Rishikesh when I got married. Initially, I was living in a rented house and my living condition was very bad. My husband and I did not have enough earnings. In a Kalika Dhal Ramba river, People usually dump garbage in the river and pollute it. They would throw all their rubbish and cow dung in the river. It was so dirty and germ-infested that our kids would fall sick regularly. We were tired of taking them to the doctor. We couldn't use the road because of the garbage. People said that there will be no toilets constructed here. Still, the women folk got together and decided that we need to build a toilet here so that there's no open defecation and no one will defecate in the holy Ganga river. That's when we built a toilet and washroom in Bhitpur, and the women started to use it and stopped polluting the holy river. When I initially started my job, a few women would taunt me, saying things like, look, she's going to work, she's going to build a toilet. And so I would feel very bad because I was doing this for my kids and for the future generations to promote cleanliness. And I had to endure all this, still I kept at it and kept pushing for cleanliness. I rounded up around 10 to 12 women and created awareness among the people about cleanliness. No matter what people said, we would ignore them and continue our work and keep our children and ourselves clean and healthy.
Durgesh Devi and her team built toilets not only in Chandreshwar Nagar but in other communities as well. Not only us, but the government also appreciates her work.
And not only that, but she possesses the power to convince other women to do good work.
When first I used to go to work, I would feel weird. This information that I have received from World Toilet College about social cleanliness, I have changed a lot. All I want to do is progress in life and make more toilets and clean up wherever there's garbage. So people are aware about social cleanliness and keep India healthy and proud.
And now let's meet a role model and mentor to many in her community, Charanjeet Kaur. She started working as a sanitation worker and garbage collector to support her family. And as a result of her dedication and savings, her children were able to receive formal education. After getting trained at the Harpic World Toilet College, Charanjeet has become an advocate for waste segregation and is determined to change the way garbage collectors are treated in society. Let's meet her.
Hello, I am Charanjit Kaur. I reside in Bhavani Nagar in the Sangru district. I work as a sweeper in the Bhavani Nagar Municipal Council. Due to poverty in my home, I had to take up this work. My children were young. My mother-in-law and father-in-law also live at home. So I had to support my husband to run the household. When we first started, we faced numerous challenges. I encountered many challenges. They don't think of us as human beings. They shout from inside the house, the garbage collector is here, give her the trash. No one says, the sweeper is here, give her the trash. Some people don't speak respectfully and they don't even offer water to drink. Some people speak with love and some people are rude. So when my son used to work with me, I noticed that I also had to handle waste and he had to do the same. That's when I decided that I wouldn't make my children do this work. I separated plastic from the waste and saved money and I sent my son abroad. But still for parents, living without their children is very difficult. We received our training from the World Toilet College. In that training, many things were explained to us. Wearing gloves, wearing masks, putting on jackets and wearing shoes. We need to ensure safety when coming to work from home.
Whenever I go to the field in the morning, I observe that our social workers, our sweepers, Charanjeet Kaur, she puts her heart and her soul into her work. She serves as a role model for other women.
I have been doing this work for 10 years now. I want to bring in change and see folks sort their waste and treat each other kindly. Now I want to spread this message in Punjab that use proper dustbins and keep waste separate. By doing this, disease will be eliminated from society so that we don't have to touch it. People should understand that just like they want to be disease-free, we also want to be disease-free.
taking you to Aurangabad, where Mangalbai Bawaskar secured a temporary cleaning job at the Nagar Palika to support her newborn baby. And decades later, Mangalbai now holds a supervisory position in the same organization with a permanent government job, earning rupees 40,000 a month. This single mother has successfully raised 2 children and continues to motivate women around her to strive for progress. Let's meet her.
I am Mangalbai Bawaskar. I work at the Nagar Palika as a sanitation worker. I have made my way up from the bottom. My parents got me married when I was 12 years old. We didn't have money to eat, so there was no scope of education. I have faced a lot of struggles in my life, and people have troubled me a lot. I didn't have a home, no money, but I wanted my children to study. Despite people troubling me, I moved ahead. I didn't have a job, so I went to the Nagar Palika and requested them. Told them I'm poor and I need work. I had a 2-month-old child and I was desperate for work. They gave me a temporary job. I worked for 10 years for 300 rupees a month. But today my salary is 40,000 a month, and now I have been a permanent employee for 22 years.
She supports us in good times and bad times.
She is stern but also very empathetic and helpful.
I have seen the group of 55 something in my training class, but out of those class, Mangal was sort of, I felt that she is the informal leader and she is trying to influence all the class. In the total community, she was the first lady, we can say, that earned a government job, and that too part of promotion, considering her good work.
We grew together as family. Being a woman who used to sweep floors and wash utensils for others, have made so much progress today. I wish the same for every woman out there. My senior now lets me supervise other working women only because I have worked for 20 years. He requested me to manage the women, but I told him it's the work that's helped me, so I want to continue it. So I do the work myself and give instructions to other women as well. I want every woman to learn, become smart, make progress in life like I did. Even though I am not educated, I am still where I am today, and I am proud of that. But I wish the same for everyone else, and I will help them.
One of the trainees of the Harpic World Toilet College, which is working towards the empowerment and upliftment of sanitation workers, is Meenu. After receiving training and education around sanitation, Meenu decided to initiate a movement for improved work conditions and better pay for sanitation workers. She continues to be a change maker for women in her community. Let's meet her.
My name is Minu. I am from Patiala. I work in World Toilet College. We started this work in 2005. The reason for starting this work is I saw my mother working. So my sister and I would tag along with my mother and hang out near the sewers where she would be working, and we would also help her. When I started working, it was very difficult because my height was very short and the other people working there were taller than me. My mother continued working even though she was sick. So we had to work too. If my mother was well trained, she would have probably survived and wouldn't have suffered so much. My life has taken a lot of twists and turns. When my father died, everything changed. I had to do everything by myself. Then another turn, when my relationship with my family got strained. In spite of everything that I had done, I had to leave my house. I have seen some dark days. After I met with Harpic World Toilet College, my life changed completely. because I still had the desire to do social work, to help people, to listen to their sorrows, and to help solve social issues. And World Toilet College has helped me with this dream.
I am very proud to say that my wife has done this work. I feel very proud that I have a wife who does such amazing work for the people. Not everyone is so fortunate.
I helped the women who would go down and clean the sewers. I helped them get a job at the local municipality and are now getting paid around 18,000 rupees per month. And helping these women makes me very happy because now they get a very good salary, unlike in the past where they would receive anything between 20 to 50 rupees. But when they join with us, they realize that they are getting paid very well every month. This makes them very happy, which makes me happy too. Because all I want is for my loved ones to have a warm meal. So, felt really good, felt really happy.
And last but not the least, I bring you the story of Chinta Devi, a dedicated sanitation worker who once swept the streets of Gaya with her adolescent daughter tied to her back, went on to become the deputy mayor of the same city. A humble and down-to-earth Chinta Devi continues to sweep the streets and assist sanitation workers when needed, winning hearts for her genuine concern for the community. Let's take a look.
My name is Chinta Devi and I am from Patna. At the time, there were no other jobs. The officer for the municipal corporation then, Aftab Verma, asked why I was working with a child and if no one was there to take care of her. I used to go to work with my daughter tied behind my back in a sack, and I would sweep the streets at Ahilyabai Road near Vishnupath. Sometimes it would get late at night, around 12 to 1, and I would not be able to return home. I have done a lot of odd jobs in life, like washing and cleaning and carrying heavy loads. There were times I would lift 2 sacks of cement and carry them up 4 floors all by myself. Today I have no one. That's why I'm so lonely and troubled. If I had my parents, then life would not have been so difficult. Yet, I worked hard and cared for my children. After that, I retired. So I thought to myself, what do I do now? I decided to borrow 5,000 rupees from my niece and left for some place name. From there, I purchased vegetables and sold them here. And I continued doing that. Then the other vendors said, Chachi, we will nominate you. I said, Babu, these things cost a lot of money. Only after that you become a duty mayor. They said all the other vegetable vendors will donate and collect money for me. They all supported me and took me to be nominated.
When I see my mother-in-law helping people around, I too feel if I could be in a position to help people, it would be a great feeling for her. I wish I could do that.
It does not matter if you achieve everything in life or not. I don't care a lot about money. I just want to serve the people. If the people are happy, then I am happy.
While it's time to draw the curtains on this special episode, let us carry with us a profound lesson of resilience and commitment that the women sanitation workers of India have taught us. With Mission Swacchata Aur Paani, an initiative by News 18 Network and Harpic, we will continue to honor and stand beside these remarkable women as they continue to clean our streets, toilets and nation one day at a time. Thanks a lot for watching.